ಗುರು ಚರಣವ ಪಿಡಿ ನಿರತ ನಿರತ ಗುರುವೆ ಪೊರೆಯುವನು ಸತತ ಸತತ ಗುರುವೆ ಪೊರೆಯುವನು ಸತತ ಸತತ ಗುರು ಚರಣವ ಪಿಡಿ ನಿರತ ನಿರತ ಗುರು ಚರಣವ ಪಿಡಿ ನಿರತ ನಿರತ ಹರಿ ಮುನಿದರೆ ಗುರು ಪೊರೆಯಬಲ್ಲನು ಹರಿ ಮುನಿದರೆ ಗುರು ಪೊರೆಯಬಲ್ಲನು ಗುರು ಮುನಿದರೆ ಪೊರೆಬಾರು ಯಾರಿಹರು ಗುರು ಮುನಿದರೆ ಪೊರೆಬಾರು ಯಾರಿಹರು ಗುರುವೆ ಪರಾತ್ಪರ ಗುರುವೆ ಸಂಕಟಹರ ಗುರುವೆ ಪರಾತ್ಪರ ಗುರುವೆ ಸಂಕಟಹರ ಗುರುವೆ ಹರಿಹರ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಸ್ವರೂಪನು ಗುರುವೆ ಹರಿಹರ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಸ್ವರೂಪನು ಗುರು ಚರಣವ ಪಿಡಿ ನಿರತ ನಿರತ ಗುರು ಚರಣವ ಪಿಡಿ ನಿರತ ನಿರತ ಗುರುವೆ ಪೊರೆಯುವನು ಸತತ ಸತತ ಗುರುವೆ ಪೊರೆಯುವನು ಸತತ ಸತತ ಗುರು ಚರಣವ ಪಿಡಿ ನಿರತ ನಿರತ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಹೋಗಲಾಡಿಸುವವ ನಿಜ ಗುರು ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಹೋಗಲಾಡಿಸುವವ ನಿಜ ಗುರು ಜ್ಞಾನ ದೀಪ್ತಿಯ ಕರುಣಿಸುವವ ಗುರು ಜ್ಞಾನ ದೀಪ್ತಿಯ ಕರುಣಿಸುವವ ಗುರು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಮೌನಗಳ ಸಾಧಿಸುವವ ಗುರು ಆ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮೌನಗಳ ಸಾಧಿಸುವವ ಗುರು ಜಾನಕಿನಾಥನ ತೋರುವವನೇ ಗುರು ಜಾನಕಿನಾಥನ ತೋರುವವನೇ ಗುರು ಗುರು ಚರಣವ ಪಿಡಿ ನಿರತ ನಿರತ ಗುರು ಚರಣವ ಪಿಡಿ ನಿರತ ನಿರತ ಗುರುವೆ ಪೊರೆಯುವನು ಸತತ ಸತತ ಗುರುವೆ ಪೊರೆಯುವನು ಸತತ ಸತತ ಗುರು ಚರಣವ ಪಿಡಿ ನಿರತ ನಿರತ ಆಶಾ ಪಾಶಗಳ ತರಿದವ ನಿಜ ಗುರು ಆಶಾ ಪಾಶಗಳ ತರಿದವ ನಿಜ ಗುರು ಆ ಆ निरता निरता गुरुचरणवतीरी निरता निरता गुरुवे पोरेयुवनु सतता सतता गुरुवे पोरेयुवनु सतता सतता निरता निरता गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय परब्रह्म सद्गुरु दयाळ गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय परब्रह्म सद्गुरु दयाळ गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय परब्रह्म सद्गुरु दयाळ परब्रह्म सद्गुरु दयाळ परब्रह्म सद्गुरु कृपाळ परब्रह्म सद्गुरु दयाळ परब्रह्म सद्गुरु कृपाळ गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय परब्रह्म सद्गुरु दयाळ गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय परब्रह्म सद्गुरु दयाळ परब्रह्म सद्गुरु दयाळ परब्रह्म सद्गुरु दयाळ जननी जन्मदाता गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु दया सिंधु गुरु दीन बंधु गुरु दया सिंधु गुरु दीन बंधु गुरु जननी जन्मदाता गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु एक जगी त्राता घनतमात घनतमात जागवी तनमनान्त चैतन्य जागवी कणकणान्त जणु प्राण डोलवी कणाकणान्त जणु प्राण डोलवी जे अरूप त्यागे रूप जे अरूप त्यागे रूप करी मुक्त तो मूर्ता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु समान कुणी नाही सोयरा गुरु समान कुणी नाही सोयरा गुरु वीणा नाही थारा गुरु वीणा नाही थारा गुरु निदान गुरु मोक्ष आसरा गुरु निदान गुरु मोक्ष आसरा देव दैव लाभे सदैव देव दैव लाभे सदैव गुरु चरण लाभ होता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरुदया सिंधु गुरु दीन बंधु गुरुदया सिंधु गुरु दीन बंधु गुरु जननी जन्मदाता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु एक जगीत्राता
धन्यवाद रामनाथ जी for your and Vinayama for your soulful presence. Now I pray with Reverend Swamiji to please start with today's satsang.
Namaste to you all. My love and blessings. New world, new day. Always preserve this awareness. Every day you come out, see a new day. Every time you see the world, see a new world of joy, of peace. You have to retain peace and joy always within you and radiate wherever you go. I used to see a few people who are always joyful. Not that their life is without any suffering or problems. They will be there. They will be there, but you can, in spite of all external problems and difficulties, internally you can maintain your balance. Separate yourself from the external world. Always that don't think yourself to be belonging to this world at all. You have come to this world from as if from heaven to just serve and give something to this world and go. So then you will understand that slowly your expansion of consciousness to pervade all beings and the universe will be true and real to yourself. Then you will understand that really you are not an ordinary person. You are divine. The divinity to manifest totally externally, you have to keep this. Once, I don't remember properly, Holy Mother was there, Sharda Devi. She was in Belur Math. When the wing used to come with Holy Mother, all monks and all brahmacharis, this, that, workers, they will run away from the monastery. Nearby there is Nilambar Babu's house, here, there, some there, they will hide. And mother with all her group will occupy. Mother used to sleep in the shrine itself, do the worship of Thakur there, sleep there itself, be with Thakur. So all others will occupy the rooms emptied by these people. And they used to, one day one woman says, I've got this work, this work, and she'll be telling lot of works that she has to do that day. Because food they have to prepare, including for monks, this, that and all. They have to bring water from the river. So all these things, Mother said, don't say like that. You go on saying, I should do japa. I should remember God. I must feel the presence of God. All things will go on. It is an important instruction. Cooking will happen, whether you want or not. You have to do it. It will happen. You will unconsciously go and do the things. Don't go on telling your workload and work program. Go on telling your presence of God with you and the japa, unbroken japa that you are going to. Oh, I should not forget God. I should not forget my mantra. That insist on the inner life, the external life will go on. So this differentiation we have to keep. Well, we will go into the text. We will be going somewhere else otherwise. So we're coming to the next part. I will not repeat the thing because time schedule is there now for us. I think 1 or 2 classes we may miss because sannyasa ceremony is there on 5th January. So first will be the local temples visiting and taking permission, and then second will be the Mundana, third will be Shraddha ceremony, Ashta Shraddhas, and then fourth will be Upasa, fifth will be the Sannyasa day, morning. Afterwards they will go for Bhiksha for 3 days, 5th, 6th, 7th. 8th we are going for a small pilgrimage. We are going to Pune for a week or so and we'll be back. So in that gap, I think we will be missing our classes. I don't know, 1 or 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, it may come 3 weeks. Next class will be there? No. Next class won't be there. From the next class, 3 classes will be missing. Kalpataru day, that is previous night also. 31st night and first morning, there will be live program. You can witness. then you can see not talking to you, but doing some mischief there in the river or somewhere. So even sannyasa program also for the, I think they are going to do the live programs to some certain parts which is exposable to you people. Others will be, you'll understand as we go on with the program. It begins early morning at around 4 o'clock. We will be joining. And then the all the about 2.5 hours program by 6:30, everything will be over. Will be first Viksha will be there. The whole program will be able to witness nicely, because these are rare things that we don't come across in our life. It begins with the prayer, this Virja Homa, then cloth issuing, so many things, then the Danda Visarjana and all that. You can just see as much as possible. Even otherwise later on, if you cannot get up at 4 o'clock and see, you may see later, I think. I don't know how they preserve it and all. I'm far away from computers. That knowledge I did not enter. So another computer is there to which I log, from where I download and give you, which is inaccessible to you. All right. Next we will go to Swadhyaya in the daily routine. From morning we have come across, and Swadhyaya, after the breakfast, read a few shlokas of Bhagavad Gita and few passages from Upanishad and reflect on their meaning. The main thing is, if you cannot, for our inmates, what I tell is one shloka at least. Try to read, and it's what does Krishna want to convey to us? As if Krishna is speaking to you. Upanishadic rishis, when they are coming down from the samadhi sthiti, what they uttered as Vedas, Upanishads, what are they trying to tell me? Just like one sees a ocean and comes, when a person has not seen ocean at all, he wants to explain. He'll be in first time he also has seen, and the others who have not seen is trying to explain. How big is ocean? His mouth and hands will move. So like that, rishis while coming down, they tell about the other realm which is inaccessible to us, about that. So Upanishads gives you the information. When you meditate also, all the time when you meditate, when you go enter inside, the moment you sit in the meditation posture, when you sit in meditation posture, you are trying to lift your consciousness to the heart center. In the heart center is, when you go enter inside to the heart center, you will find that you are almost in the threshold between the spirit and the matter. Body and all these things are matter. Body, mind, senses, you are turning inward and entering inside. One by one layer you are crossing and going inside. And you will see you are the whole of bodily existence, from skin to the intellect, all belongs to nature. And behind is the infinite existence, the Satchidananda Sagara, the ocean of bliss, peace, absolute. So you are there at the root of the world, root of your existence. And behind is the ocean. It is just like in Bhagavad Gita, he compares the universe to the tree, people tree. The people tree, how it stands, you see. Urdhva Mula Madashakam, 15th chapter, he explains. The whole universe as a tree, and root. The moment you go to your root of this universe, you see it is expanding. Earth is there. A tree, if you see, tree is a small thing on the earth. It has projected out. Like that, it's a projection outside. Your bodily projection is there. If you go inside to the core, you'll see you are expanded to infinity. You are on the border when you meditate between the bodily existence and spirit. When you go to sleep, in deep sleep also, you come to the same state. But you are covered with ignorance. Here, you will be not covered with ignorance. You will be open. You will be experiencing directly the spiritual existence of yours. You know you are immortal. You are neither birth nor you are taking just you are expressing. Even after that, even after realizing the self-realization, you will be living in the you are working through that body mind. Now we have become the body mind. Later on, after realization, you will become the center through which you are just like now singing happened. I am talking to you. I am using this small tiny thing here to receive my talks and give to you. Like that, this is an instrument by which I am contacting you. Like that, this body and mind will be their instrument through which he interacts with the world. The thing is, I receive only food and nature gives me air. Society gives me food to eat. Nature gives me air. And in return, what do I give? Is the service, the knowledge. So you too must feel that I am taking, what will I give to the society in return? I am taking, I have never weaved my cloth. I never cultivated the earth. I am getting food, somebody is doing for me. What can I do for the world? That rina, you have to pay back in some way. If nothing is possible, like old age, or I am not allowed to go outside, I cannot go so easily, pray. Your prayers will work better than your actual actions. Because God understands your heart. Where you cannot work, He will work for you. And you will get the results and benefits of that. So, He will lift you to the realization state. So, you have to read the passages of at least one Bhagavad Gita shloka every day. Just finish breakfast, go to your room, just open the Bhagavad Gita. You must lead a true spiritual life with all things. Just like children don't miss anything while going to school and studying, you too should not miss anything of the world. Your play, your this, everything must go on. At the same time, you must have the base is spiritual life. Life spiritual. You see, the extreme, the important thing in Hinduism is yajna, concept of yajna. Yajna is sacrifice. Anything you do for society or for God, for others other than for yourself, is yajna. Yajna is any sacrifice. A child is going in the street, you just, hello my child, how are you? What's your name? Just talking to, just offer a little love to them. Give something. Talk to a few people as you are going. So they will feel happy. Just smile. They too will smile at you. You are given a smile. So this offering, this will work a lot in your life. In return, you will get the unimaginable return from God. So, this yajna concept, whatever you give to the world, it will come in thousands of folds. Yajna, sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. What? I don't want anything worldly from this world. I want something beyond that. So, whatever I give to the world as yajna, I want spiritual evolution. Why? I want to give more to this world. As you evolve, as the ego goes on dissolving, and as the self knowledge and your relationship with God starts getting established, you will see that you are blooming and you are becoming a center of from where you can radiate peace, bliss, and God will use you as an instrument for people who are around you. So this concept of yajna is an important part in our life. So that you get from the jnana yajna, swadhyaya. What to do, what am I, where to go. The understanding of yourself, understanding of the world, and understanding of God will go on changing till you are all the three, the Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara, find oneself, one reality. The difference between God and you go away, difference between you and world will go away, difference between world and God will go away. Everything is divine. You are divine, the whole world and everything is divine. So to that extent you have to, it begins, where from will you get that knowledge, understanding, to how will you balance your life between the spiritual and secular. How to convert your secular life, interaction with the world, dealings with the world, into a spiritual life. How will you spiritualize every aspect of your life? It is substantiated by studies. Just a few minutes, one Bhagavad Gita shloka and one small part of a Upanishad. I tell them morning, evening and afternoon, night, morning, afternoon and night, to read Thakur's, Mother Swamiji's, at least one paragraph, their life and teachings, so that the spirit of renunciation and the ideal of God realization you will never forget. Sacrifice for others and for God realization. These are most two important parts of our life and existence. Human existence it is. The selfishness, I myself, must totally be eradicated. That will happen naturally. So, this you have to imbibe from the scriptures. Morning, Thakur, Mother Swamiji, night before you sleep, last you read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, early morning after the breakfast, just a little Upanishads, and while going in the vehicle to the office, or now you are working from the home itself, so you get the save lot of time and energy. Utilize all that to regularize a disciplined life, a beautiful life. Neatness, cleanliness, all this you have to maintain. Life also must be very nice. Beautiful life, exemplary life. Others must wonder at you. When I was in college, I used to visit one friend's house. I used to see everything in spick and span. He's sitting for studies also, just he opens the drawer, takes out his books, pen, this, that and all. Then he will everything will go in its place. I am not able to do that. For me, every second, every minute is precious. I feel, oh, if somebody just arranges my things, I can give one more minute to this world. So I used to wonder, oh, what a beautiful life. What a orderly mind, orderly things. So each book is in its place. Each article is in its place. Clothes after taking bath, it is there in the tub. It goes for washing. Washed clothes, it is nicely folded and it is kept in the rack. Shoes in a particular place. Every day it's polished. So a disciplined life discipline. So in this discipline, external discipline, we have to, internal discipline, we have to imbibe. We have to cultivate, add this swadhyaya, an important part, which will be giving the mind clarity, inspiration, and link with the divine. Okay? Read the at least one paragraph from the Holy Mother Swamiji and a few of their teachings. You will be filled with love and wisdom as you move and work amidst varieties of people. Then entering the field of activities. Because you are entering the war field. When you are entering the work of activity, the moment you are going to come out of your room, you must be prepared. You must wear the kavacha. That you will not miss the presence of God. You must be joyfully moving about in the world without missing the presence of God in you. So before you enter the field of activities, perform a simple worship by wiping the pictures of holy personal shrine and offering few flowers and incense. You may not be able to do Panchopachara, Dashopachara, Shodashopachara puja and all, because time we get is very little in our life. So in a training center, in our rooms and all, we keep Thakur Mother Swamiji's pictures. We don't keep elaborate things. Because to maintain that and do is little difficult. So 3 pictures will be there, like this. The day we join will be given one picture, whole life it will remain with us. So morning, one small kerchief, 2 kerchiefs will have, one dry and wet. The wet one will make, and little perfume we spray on that and wipe Thakur Mother Swamiji's picture. And then with dry cloth we will wipe, keep one on flower, just incense stick. That's all. That is the simple worship that we do. That much we can do. You will feel great joy in doing that every day. They have bath, come and they do something. That will, you are offering something, you are interacting with God. Each time you do anything for God, you are interacting with God. Maximum interaction with God is in prayer. The moment you pray, you are talking to God. You are the absolute proximity. So, offer the incense sticks. And second, sit for few minutes, just few minutes, and offer yourself completely at the feet of the Lord without reserve. Without any reserve. You offer, because you are going out to work. Who is there with you? Your vasanas may come out, your some desires may come out. Seeing something, immediately from inside, oh, the God must show you oh, don't go there, danger, danger, he must call you. You see, in the war field now, modern wars, missiles they use. Any spot can be selected from any spot on the earth, any spot they can send the missile. The moment missile shoots up, from the other side, another missile, it's called Patriot. Patriot shoots up. And it goes and contacts there in the air itself before it can reach the ground. It is blasted there. Like that, anything, any vasana coming up, the divine protection must immediately, oh, no, this is danger, danger. No entry, no entry. So, like that, you must protect yourself. Sit for a minute. Then, when you offer totally to divine, just a few minutes of your contact with the divine, Totally. Just like you have gone and slept on the lap of your mother, Divine Mother. Ma, I am yours forever. Protect me, I am going out for work. Without any reserve. Remember that life is going on as an offering. Ahuti, the great cosmic sacrifice, Samashti Yajna, going on in the universe. So is your life going to inevitably. See, the cosmic Yajna is going on. Yajna means the traditional Yajna of the home of fire. You are offering some ahutis in the fire. It is burning. Each ahuti you offer, it brightly burns and goes away. Now, you see, a plant is coming up. A plant is coming up. It spends its whole life in the nature and goes away. One by one appear so many jivas. One ant comes, one elephant comes, this comes, and spend their whole life in the. It's a ahuti. The life is going on as a sacrifice. We don't understand. Cosmic sacrifice is going on. All our lives are being ahuti in that cosmic sacrifice. We don't understand. We don't think also. That when we think, my life, inevitably it is going on. If you consciously do, how nice it will be. How elevating it will be if you consciously do. Oh, my life is going at the feet of God in the cosmic sacrifice. It's a great sacrifice. My life too is going on. This. Then, so your life too is going on inevitably. Offer yourself and your life consciously as an oblation into the cosmic sacrifice, uttering Om Namaste Bahurupaya Vishnave Paramatmane Swaha. Om Namaste Bahurupaya Vishnave Paramatmane Swaha. With this awareness, if you go, see the one person who is sitting in the shop. He has got a shop. He is selling something. Each soul that comes, how he will be viewing. God is coming to his shop. His life is a sacrifice, yajna. Whomever you meet, you are meeting Ram Ram. So that awareness will remain 3 times. Om Namaste Bahurupaya Vishnu Paramatmane Swaha. 3 times you do. As 3 times you are offering yourself gross body, subtle body and causal body. Then take refuge in the Supreme Lord, Parameshwara, the unmoved Prime Mover. The whole universe is moved by the conscious power, the Lord of the universe. All jivas are coming and going, the universe is going on. It goes to the optimum again, it shrinks back. All things are going. He is simply sitting and making all things move. He is unmoved prime mover. So take refuge at the feet of the God who is unmoved prime mover. You see sun rises in the morning, makes everyone run into activities. And then he sets, all will go to sleep. He makes everyone move and keeps quiet. He neither instigates or nor does anything nor participates in anybody's life, but all things move on just by his presence. Like that, God's mere presence makes this universe and all of us move. If you take refuge in him, the movements, you will see that the movements that go, you are moving according to your karmic load and vasanas, but instead of going inside the world of transmigration, you will be evolving to the higher realms of realization. Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yatah pravritti prasrita purani. This is the shloka from Bhagavad Gita. To him I offer myself, who is Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yata pravritti prasrita purani. From ancient, unknown times, the Srishti Sthiti Pralaya is going on. One who, from where it has begun, to him I surrender. Then the pray intensely for protection, guidance and illumination. You are entering the world. You must be protected from all dangers. Every moment is a test, every moment is a danger. So pray for protection, guidance, what to do, where, in what condition, where to go, to whom to go, what should I talk, how should I behave in this world. A word may create a great problem in your life. Not telling a word may create a great problem in your life. What to talk, what not to talk, where to talk, where not to talk. There must be guidance from divine. Pray in guidance and illumination. What all you do must ultimately lead you to your illumination. Remain always with the attitude of surrender. My God is there behind me, guiding me. That awareness and you being surrendered to that surrender means ego should not come up. Otherwise, ego, the moment ego comes up, kartritva, bhoktritva, jnatritva, raga, dvesha, all will come with the ego. And it is backed by vasanas. Now it is backed by jnana. When surrendered, ego is surrendered, it is backed by jnana. God is guiding the ego. Otherwise, vasanas will be driving the ego. Driving and guiding are different. You will be driven by the vasanas. Now you will be guided by the हाथ पकड़ के ले जाना. Holding the hand, God takes you. Surrender. Be aware of His divine living presence with you always. Feel His living presence with you. Wherever you go, you must feel your eternal companion is with you. For all people living with you, your family people, your children, parents, this, that, so many people are there. Give them all what they want. Have that external relationship is entirely different from your internal relationship. External relationship could be anything. You are brother of somebody, sister of somebody, wife of somebody, husband of somebody, children, parents. But internally, eternal companion is within you. All things will dissolve, go away. And ultimately, alone your Ishtadevata alone will be there. Your eternal companion will be there. Lives after lives, He alone has been with us. All others are visiting. We meet together for some time, flow together. In rainy season, you must see the river. So many wooden pieces, they will be floating in the river. Some two pieces come from somewhere, meet together and start flowing together. After some time they part and go away. Like that we come together, move for some distance, part and go away. All we are seeing from the birth, this happening. So many people came. When I joined Mutt in 70s, all the Swamis, almost all Swamis have parted. Where did they go? What happened? Sometimes the Purushottamanaji, where is he now? He's no more with us. That is, thoughts come. Where? So the meeting, parting, constantly. What is composed has to decompose. What has come together has to part. It is inevitable part of life. We have to face. So the eternal companion is always there. Last life also He was there. Hundreds of lives before also He was there with us. To Him we have not turned our face yet. We are busy with the world of temporary life, and we forget our eternal companion. Now you become aware of your eternal companion. Uh, in birth and death, in life and in prison, in suffering and joy, He is there with you. So that awareness is always with you. Cultivate meditative awareness. Meditative awareness as if you are meditating. Meditating awareness is at all time. Meditation is when you sit and meditate. Unless you possess meditative awareness at other times, you can't meditate. You cannot forget yourself and the world in meditation. Meditative awareness is as if you are meditating, you are with God, you are doing some services and all that. If you do the meditative awareness is more yielding than the meditation in the beginning for us. Actually, what works out is meditative awareness. All the time during the waking state, you are in the company of God. When you sit for meditation, world drops off. All things go away. If you maintain the meditative awareness at all times and say, go and sit for meditation, God alone is there. Otherwise, it is difficult. To meditate half an hour, you have to be vigil and prepare for 23 and a half hours. Then it is possible that you forget the world and enter into samadhi sthiti. You have to strive very hard. How many years we struggle without missing anything, without doing, shrinking away from the responsibilities and duties. You have small families, we have big families, big working, unimaginable dimensions. To take responsibility of a child till it grows. But a guru takes the responsibility of a disciple till he realizes God, lives after life, holding umbrella. He has to move with it wherever that soul goes. He may become meow meow, bow bow. There also the guru must be there to see that he gets back the human birth. So he'll be watching your movements, where you are, what you are doing, what is happening to that soul, where whichever mobile the SIM card goes, the tower will recognize the SIM card only, not the mobile. Like that, the guru recognizes the soul that moves. So, next is cultivate meditative awareness. Pray. Hey Prananath, I have offered my all to you without any reserve. I am entirely yours. Make my offering true and complete and accept me as yours. This is the first stage of sadhana. Going on self-offering, self-offering, self-offering. Now sannyasa, virja homa essentially means self-offering. That is the last Vedic rite they are going to do. Afterwards, they don't do any Vedic rites, homas and all, yajnas. So, that is self-offering oneself totally. Accept me. Make me join my will with yours. I'll be always differing from God's will. I have my independent will from my own, different from God. Guru Nanak says, merge your will with the divine will. You will feel great joy in pain and suffering and in joys and blessings. Because it is divine will. Anything happens to you, you fall somewhere, break your ankle or shoulder, you will see that you will enjoy if you know it is divine will. Thakur falls in samadhi, Bhava Samadhi, and broke his right hand. And he's happy because it's divine will, not his will. He doesn't have will. Let your will be done. So this joining will make you happy at every moment. It is divine will. It is divine will. I accept joyfully because my lover, whom I love, my beloved, is giving some experience for me, good and bad for my evolution. He wants ultimately to take me, any defect in me, or any attachments or anything. He wants to take away. So he's making me pass safely through various experiences and taking me back from this bondage. Hmm. So make me join my will with yours. Make me so pure and wise that nothing in me or my actions retard your grace and manifestation. God's manifestation. He manifests in our heart, in our mind as intelligence, in our on the mouth as smile, in our eyes as tears of love. He manifests. I must be able to feel His presence. He comes to me as a beggar, as a helpless person asking for. I must be able to recognize, oh, this is God in guise. So, His manifestation and His grace. Thakur says God's grace is ever flowing on all jivas. But what resists is our ego. Just like it is raining everywhere, I move with an umbrella. I move with an ego that God's grace doesn't reach me. Safely, I am moving with my ego. The moment it is unfurling the mast. When the wind blows in the ship and boats, the moment favorable wind comes, they unfurl the mast, the cloth-like thing. It will be pulling, it will be taking. So, when grace is there, you have to unfurl your God's grace. You will see God's grace working in various ways. It can come as pain. Don't bother. Feel joy. It is like a surgeon. You go to a surgeon. He will do you visarjan. He will cut you first. With your wound will be already paining wound. The moment you see the knife, you are gone to show the pain. He is adding pain to your pain. But it is for your good. So, grace, make me completely depend on you rather than the treacherous supports, money, people, my own intellect, my strength, my capacities. These are all treacherous. Treacherous means Vishwasghatak. The most important point it leave you. God will never ditch you. God will never desert you. All others will go away. All people you see at the time of death and the old age comes, nothing will help you. All people, everything will start going away from you. Last you will be, even the life partners will depart and you'll be alone in this world. So that what all I did, I possess so many things, I have wealth, I have this, nothing can help me when I am in the deathbed or in the hospital. My children are doctors, but I alone have to suffer. Nobody can do anything. Then we will understand, oh, if I had transcended the body consciousness, how joyful I would have been. The body is suffering and I is looking at it. It is just like a vehicle that one day before you are sold and somebody is pelting stone at it. You don't bother. You have already sold it to somebody. Like that you feel the body once you come out of the body consciousness. Keep me under your shelter and your influence alone. How beautiful prayer you see. Oh God, keep me in your custody. Make me and your influence. Everything influences us. A sight influences us. Nothing should influence. The influence must come from within, from your and shelter must be. Always you must protect me. Like mother, वो आंचल फैला के, how she protects the child. Like that, God must protect you. Then, next, move. Remove from me all egoism, self-aggrandization, and desire for name, fame, power, sense gratification. Root out petty vanity in me. Remove all attractions for the world, people, and objects of the world. Give me pure love at your feet, lotus feet, and keep me at your feet always. In and through all my activities, may I be able to constantly commune with you. These are important prayers. Remove from me all egoism. Wherever I, mine for me. I, मैं, मेरा और मेरे लिए. ये तीनों जाना है. These three have to go away from me. You, for you, yours must come. Self-aggrandizement. I did this, I did that, I know this one, I know that one. What you know, all will go away, your knowledge and you yourself. The bans nahi na bansuri. The desire for name, fame and powers. How much we long for name, fame. We don't understand. Anybody insulting me, how it pricks straight away as if a dagger is put in the heart. A harsh word I am not able to bear. How weak I am. How much lack of wisdom. So this one, just you have to protect, you have to hiss, not bite, smiling from within, so that the others will not unnecessary trouble. So that desire from name, fame, power, sense gratification, root out petty vanity from me. Remove all attractions for the world, people, objects of the world. See, attachments give you bondage. Totally you cannot be free. Freely you cannot love God. Freely you cannot serve. Freely you cannot move about in this world. If you are attached to certain things. People, objects of the world will bind you. Freedom remains in dispassion, detachment. Total freedom. Don't keep anything what is given by God to you for your protection, your life. Don't think it to be yours. It belongs to God. God has given in your custody for use and protection. You have duties towards it, but not possession. You cannot possess. When a child is born, you have right to give birth. You can't say that child is mine. After 3-4 months, when it starts walking on 4, if you call, it will say no. It doesn't know talk to talk also. That child, which if mother after birth, if mother leaves and go away, in no other species the child will die. The human child alone, if mother leaves and go away and somebody doesn't take care of it, it will die away. And that child, when it walks on the floor, if mother calls, it says no. 2-year boy, what it has to eat, it will decide. Mother cannot decide. If you give things, you throw away. No, I want chocolate. I want ice cream. No, I don't want this. See how nature is separating the child from mother. That it is an independent jiva, you can't say it is mine. It is God's. It has been given to you to protect and bring it up. You can't say mine. I give something to look after and you say mine. How you see? This is where we make mistake. You have right to and necessity to give birth to a child, but never say it is mine. It is God's. So this awareness. So how much freedom you feel, you see. Otherwise you are bound. Give me pure love at your feet. Keep me with you always. In and through all my activities, may I be able to constantly commune with you. During activities, hold on to through Him through prayer, unceasing prayer. That is the best way. Unceasing prayer from inside. Go on telling something, talking to God, praying to God. And see that nothing makes you forget Him. Or the moment you go out or see anything, every object of this world, every person in this world, make you forget God. That is the unique capacity of this world. Whatever you see, it will make you forget God. You must be so careful. It must be radiating from you, awareness of God. It must flood every object you see by your divine awareness. The best way. And nothing makes you forget God. And you do not get stained in the world through your actions or otherwise. No action must stain you. Nirlepa in this world. Whatever you do, it is karma. Vak is a karmendriya. We don't understand. Bada bada bada, we go on speaking. First thing is Vag Nirodha. In spiritual life, first discipline is Vag Nirodha. Control over the speech. Very minimum. Just smile, talk. In a small way, Holy Mother used to say, wherever problems have come, wherever fighting has and wars have taken place, it has begun from the speech. Be careful when you speak. Speak minimum and unavoidable. And whatever you have to tell, tell in minimum words and finish it off. Be smiling and looking. And another thing you have to remember is, people come to you. Practice listening than talking. We go on talking, and whatever they say, we have advices to pour upon them. So many things. We go on talking, but if you just listen to them, when people come, listen to them, they feel great happiness. They don't get anybody to listen. All are ready with advices. So somebody listening, and then your smile will cure all their pain inside. Just the divine look at you must cure their inner, or it must be like balm, curing all that. It must remove the scars inside. People would have hurt them so much. Your advices will not go away. Just your participation in their life is shown through smile and silence. The more silent you are, the more yielding they will be. One or two words, so divine, so nice, it will bring you. You are unknowingly, without knowledge, you are wiping their tears. You are gaining their confidence. You are linking them to the divine and leaving them. So these are some things, what you have to remember while in the world, in the field of activities with others. The deep inside, welfare of all beings, welfare of all beings. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Even my enemy, let him be happy. Let all his defects go away. Not he must get return. No. He must change. That kind of divine picture, that maintaining the spiritual dignity, you must move about in this world. Belong it, then they will recognize, oh, this is God's child. This is God's child. What service can I do? How can I love these children who belong to God? How can I serve? They feel the presence of divine in the presence of a holy man. All these feelings you must be something like a saint always. Preserve that spiritual dignity. All right? Get up and go for your work. So, this is how you begin your work. A few minutes, how much of inner transformation it brings about, you see. How nicely these are designed through experiences. So we will stop here, I think, no? Then, any questions or anything? Who is divine? When we say divine person, what do we mean? Is an intellectual person divine? Did we discuss this last class? No. This has come just now. Last time. I think we have discussed this. Who is divine? When we say divine person, what do we mean? Is it intellectual person divine? No. It is the existential aspect. When I am identified with physical body, and I, mine and for me remains, the ego remains. Ego remains means there is raga dvesha. There is all defects of the ego, the self. So when this ego is no more there, which says I, mine and for me, kartritva, bhoktritva, I am the doer, I am the enjoyer. I know this, I know that. No. Where the personal ego and the selfishness has dissolved, that person is divine. Because he is moving from the artificial external existence, bodily existence, to the pure spiritual existence, his real existence. His the manifestation of divinity within. There is human nature, there is animal nature, and there is divine nature. When animal nature is not there, that is, I desire for enjoyments and selfishness, animal nature is not there. Human nature also has transcended that I will do good for the world, I will do this, that also has gone away. God is getting done through me. I am only instrument in the hand of God. The ego is dissolved. Then his divinity is manifesting. Where divinity manifests, that person is divine. Okay? Any other? Swamiji, in Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna Vachana Veda, song sung by Sri Ramakrishna, but it is mentioned that Ram Prasad at the end of the song. Is Sri Ramakrishna and Ram Prasad same? No. Just like I sing a Purandaradasa song, I and Purandaradasa are not the same person. Is Ram Prasad's song, Sri Ramakrishna is singing. Ram Prasad is one of the saints like Purandaradasa, Kanakadasa and all. So it doesn't mean that. They are not same, but they are not different also. God remains one with all beings. But I won't be one with all beings. Because I have a personality. God has kept the ego of Swamiji in front of you. So, when God removes that, I am one with you. And you see, God, when He incarnates, Sri Ramakrishna, when He is there, He is one with all jivas. At the same time, He is having the individual personality. Krishna, Rama, and all. They were all such a personalities that you will see them in an entirely different this one. The realized soul, it is just like realized soul, free from all bonds. He sees himself reflecting in every jiva. Okay? Maharaj, how can we overcome jealousy and moha? It's very subtle and not easily detected in the mind like desire, anger, greed and pride. Yes. See, one thing is develop unconditional love for all. The moment love enters your heart, jealousy will go away. Jealousy is, it doesn't matter I don't have, but he should not have. Why should he get, which I don't get? That kind of attitude is jealousy. He is getting and I am not getting. That is jealousy. If you start, if love generates in your heart for all beings, you feel happy. Oh, I could not get. When I was leaving the mutt and coming away for Tapasya Jivana, Swami Devadevanand Maharaj was there in Kamarpukur. Last I was taking part from him because he was my master for leaving me from the institution. He was aged. He came and hugged me, and with tears he told, I tried from the beginning of my brahmacharya life I joined. Years and years passed. I could not achieve the end yet. I have the hopes I will be able to reach, but till now I could not. I don't know what is the reason, but I could not in spite of all my struggle. I bless you heartily that you will attain. See how magnanimous their heart is, how they bless, how they wish, I could not get, you get my child. There was one tablist master. A few disciples he had, they were excellent player. In front of them, Guru is nothing. He used to feel happy that my disciples have gone such a advanced way that the lamp I had given, they have blown into the fire. So that kind of heart, when love fills, because my child, my disciple, when that mindness comes in the jiva, the jealousy will go away. Moha will also go away. For everything, the love must awaken in the heart, which is universal, not focused on one, but is dispersed to all. Okay? Your own mind will become so subtle to understand this is jealousy. It may be subtle, but it is perceivable. But in the beginning, don't try to manipulate all these things. You will lose time. You will not have time for sadhana later on. First thing, how not to forget God, how not to forget God during the activities. Try to become more and more. The weeds will go away if you nourish the plants. You need not much worry about the weeds. As far as possible, try to take away, but if it doesn't Don't pay attention to them. More you try to pay attention, they becomes a part of your consciousness. Very difficult to remove after that. It will go on seeing that one only. His jealousy is there in me. His jealousy is there in me. That should not happen. Don't try to see your defects. Try to see good things in you. Nourish it nicely. Bad things will fall off by itself. Okay? Then? Shall we end this for the day? And lot of love and blessings on the occasion of the new year, Kalpataru Day. We celebrate in our Ramakrishna tradition the New Year's Day with a greater value, because it is the day when Sri Ramakrishna blessed all people without difference with may you be spiritually awakened, may you be worthy or unworthy. Whoever was present, even a sweeper from like Girish Chandra Ghosh and all the great ones to the without any difference. Whoever came and touched their feet, yes, may you be spiritually awakened. Immediately his all the sins, all the merits he has done, Papa Punya, everything going at spiritual awakening coming. What a thing! Which takes lives after lives of sadhana just by a touch. He dissolves all their kalpataru. This is a kalpataru, the wish fulfilling tree, kalpataru. Whatever you wish, it will give. But this tree is such a thing, what is good for you alone will give. By chance, some person you hate and you want to get rid of him, will disappear. But it will be harmful to you. By chance, you think a tiger might come now, sitting below the kalpataru. It is there in your presence. But this is not like that. This kalpataru is a divine kalpataru. What you need, what is blessing to you, that kalpataru. So we celebrate that as Kalpataru Day. And morning there will be functions, prayers in the again exactly what time it happened in Kasipur garden. That time we'll sit and do the meditation, feeling the presence of the divine and the occasion as if the Sri Ramakrishna is blessing us for the spiritual awakening. That incident we read, we sit for meditation, we'll have a few bhajans and go for tea. So that is our. So wish you all best and the years to come. One thing, leave the past forever. Don't carry the past. Completely let it disappear. The past never bring to your mind. It's a burden that you carry unnecessarily. Leave your past. Look to the future. Look to the present. Walk with great courage and strength. All right, we'll meet in January sometime perhaps. 3 weeks we'll be missing each other, but I'll be present with you, don't worry. And you will be in my mind. Hey प्रार्थना जगदीश से यह स्वर्ग सम संसार हो अति उच्चतम जीवन बने परमार्थ